Alrighty, let me just do a quick mic check. Alright, welcome back everyone. This is a slightly different video. As you can tell by the scoreboard here, we are actually in duos. And not only are we in duos, we are in random duos with this guy, Fry Guy, 11, 7, 32. 117, 32, 1,732. The point is, we're in duos with a random person. He talks once at the beginning of the lobby. I don't think he ever talks again. But the focus of the replay is not on him. The focus of the replay is playing against players who do not immediately die when their health runs out. So, moving into this, he did mark flush, so we're moving in towards there. Grab a quick SMG, but it's not really anything of value. I'm not too familiar with flush, so I do have a little bit of difficulty locating the chests, but nothing too major. I have turned on player outlines, just to give a different perspective for this replay, since this is a different style of replay, and if it's beneficial, I may stick with it. But it is extremely interesting being able to see it in the end. So, as it may not be clear, he just was knocked and then subsequently finished by a person on the enemy team. So we don't see this guy until now, and we drop him through that hole. So from here we can hear the other guy, but we don't know where he is, so it's really just my best guess. So I was correct. I thought he was above me, but I didn't know what the second floor looked like, so I didn't feel comfortable pushing up there. Also, my materials were extremely bad. So I thought he was actually on this middle floor, like outside the window or something, so that's why I was looking so high. But as you can see, he's actually pushing under us, as I soon realized. So here, we're hearing him behind us. We turn around. He goes to take us out. He does hit us with a shotgun shot. We're at about 7 HP or something like that. So we are in a little bit of a predicament, but that seems to be everybody who's in flush. So, not too much to worry about. So these replays, generally, I only watch them once, so I am reliving the moments in real time. So depending on how much time has elapsed between when the gameplay was played and when this review was recorded can affect my perception of the game. So in this case, I played only a few matches after this, and then I did this replay review, but this is the second one in a row, so my brain is not super fresh on what happens, but it will become more clear as the replay continues. So here we're just looking for chests. I know there's one up there, but it didn't spawn this time. Then we look over to the left. This is one of my favorite chest spots just because it's so dangerous. Oh, we're not looking there yet. Yeah, we're looking over here. I thought I saw a chest through the window. It turned out to be just the one that we had already, somebody had already looted in there, but not too much to worry about. So we're gonna move on over to this left chest finally, and then there's going to be a massive stretch of time in which there are no fights. So we're going to not reveal any important information about the next fight, but still make this replay a little bit shorter, because it is 18 minutes for a game that really doesn't need to be 18 minutes long. So here we're really just looting around the factory north of Flush. Looting. A good time breaking all of this, because I didn't really know what to do with my time. So the numbers dwindle down as I loot and I loot and I loot. Alright, we're going to move it back a little bit. Alright, perfect. So, as we can see on the minimap, there is a team of 2, the pink team, located in the valley currently. So we're going to move up and take this high ground, and we're going to see what we can find. So we do have a sniper rifle, we do have an assault rifle, we do have a shotgun. I believe we have minis, so we're in a good spot in terms of gear, but we need to be careful. So we see these people, so what we're going to do is we're just going to build a little bit, and I make a very close shot I thought the shot would have hit, but I guess I was too far to the right. I need to be a little bit more careful with my aim, a little bit more deliberate, as that was my opportunity shot. If I had knocked one of them down, that would have been just astronomical, but it's alright. So from here, what they're going to do is they're going to start by both hiding inside of the same fort. So the guy with the sniper rifle, the John Wick, seems to be taking the upper area. He's edited out part of his roof, and he's going to peek through there. And the other one, this default skin with the tactical backpack, is going to move towards the right. So I try and hit a shot on her while she's crossing. Unfortunately, she just builds on spot. I guess their goal was to split up and have her flank me, but unfortunately I saw, so she had to build. I go to take the John Wick. I was a little bit too far to the left. I just need a little bit more micro adjustment now to be in a great spot. So as you can see, they're both trying to fire on me. The one on the right, as that second shot indicates, has a semi-automatic sniper rifle. Here I go to do a, it's like one of the Reddit tricks, where you like make a door and then you jump out. So what I do is I show them that I'm jumping out, but then I have the door to go back in, and it does fool the default. The John Wick is also convinced, but a little bit slower. So this default decides to move up towards me. And I hit him for 47. My aim had been a little bit better. I probably could have gotten 100. So from here, I'm building up, but I have to be careful with my left because of that John Wick. So we do hit him for 114, and this John Wick is up close on us very quickly. So from here, we do hit the John Wick for 17. We're just building up and around ourselves. We're trying to take the high ground, seize it, and hold it, because that will give us the advantage. So from here, as we look up, there is a second team pushing in. So this is now a 5-person fight, 3 separate teams. So the blue team has taken 2 separate trees. The pink team is inside of my building. I hit him with the pump. I go to reload, I build a little bit. I hear them breaking stuff, so that's not good because I'm worried about my whole structure collapsing. Looks like he's breaking under me, so we just finish him off real quick. And he's dead. I guess we knocked the John Wick a little bit earlier. I guess the last time we pressured him, or the enemy team knocked him. So moving into this next team of 2. They're both hiding behind the tree. We see his backpack peek. We see them pressuring with grenades. So this is really our opportunity to get something done, and we do knock the first guy. So the second the first guy's knocked, we start pressuring him. That's what you have to do when they're knocked in the open, is you have to take that opportunity kill. Because as a team of 1 against teams of 2, they're going to do everything they can to turn fights into 2v1s. They're going to split. They're going to encircle you. They're going to do whatever they can. So you have to be extremely careful with knocked players, as they are not completely out of the fight, and it's very easy for them to build and get back in the fight. So I go for a quick no-scope. Here, it's very difficult. These grenade launchers put a lot of pressure. So really what I'm going to do is just build up a little bit, and then just spam the assault rifle straight through his buildings, because he isn't prepared for me to peek there. He's just trying to pushing up. He's watching, because when you build upwards with ramps, you look kind of forwards, you don't look up. So by moving over and shooting down with the assault rifle, he's kind of overwhelmed, but he has to keep pushing up because he doesn't have the reaction time to quickly build up walls around himself. So as you can see here, I'm not turning my camera. Maybe wondering, why am I not turning my camera? The reason is my mouse disconnected in the middle of the fight. Like right here, it disconnects, and I have to unplug and replug my mouse. At the same time, my resolution downgrades itself from 1920 to 1080, from 1920 to by 1080 to 1600 by 900. So everything is blurry, and I can't move my mouse in the middle of a duo match where I've pulled 6 kills. It's absolutely outrageous. So I'm just trying to resolve this. I'm like under my desk, and finally we get the mouse back up and running. So moving into these next fights, I know there's 11 people left, so I want to take high ground because they're only, looks like 3 teams of 1, excluding me, so 4 teams. Yeah, so there's like 8 separate teams right now, maybe 6. Yeah, 5 or 6 separate teams right now. So right here, we're just trying to resolve any issues we have. Oh, this is me fixing the graphics options because I'm on 1600 by 900 for some reason, because when your mouse disconnects, I guess your resolution drops. So we do have quite a bit of build materials because we have killed 3 complete teams so far in this duos match. So we're going to move up towards the top. We do hear some gunshots as we push over right about here. We don't see them, but we hear the gunshots. So what we decide to do is build up and over the house, because I figure they're probably looking over the top and they're not prepared for somebody to come behind them. We're down to 9 people left. So we're going to look over the top. They're going to see us and start pressuring. This first guy, the bush, we're just going to quickly take him out with the SCAR. This second guy, we're going to him for 72, and finish him off. So now we've seized the highest ground, basically, remaining within circle. So this is a very advantageous position, and this is not one that I want to give up. It's very unfortunate that that was a porta-fort and not a jump pad, because the things I could have done with the jump pad would have been fantastic. So here what we're doing is we're really making the porta-fort area smaller. We're trying to look behind ourselves, trying to stay aware, because we don't know where the people are. We're quickly marking the airdrop, we're looking behind ourselves. We're just trying to seize as much height as we can so that we can put this sniper rifle to work. So here we're just doing some quick edits, trying to make this structure a little bit more livable. So we're hearing people under us pressuring the metal. So the metal is part of the porta-fort structure, not part of our structure. So that's not something that we're too concerned about, as long as they don't break through the base. So we're looking, we're trying to figure out where. And when this guy opens up his minigun, right there, that's when we see him. And we snap him right in the head. So the second he goes down, right like the first guy, we're on him with the assault rifle. It's extremely important, because I saw 2 separate guys isolated but working towards the same goal and not fighting each other. So I knew they were likely part of a team. So what I had to do was, before the guy on the right moved towards the down guy on the left, I needed to take him out. So moving over here, we have this default skin guy who escapes my bullet just slightly. As you'll see, there's that other guy, this blue guy, and a guy in the back. So there's now 4 people. It looks like the back 2 are a team. We hit one with the sniper rifle. We hit him for 24. We're trying to pressure his walls. There's one guy on the left. There's a pink guy moving up our left. We see this other guy jump pad in towards the right. And the circle is going to move in. So we need to start moving. So we start dropping down the side of the... Ooh, not yet. We just loot this real quick. We're looking for a jump pad, right? And we have to figure out where this guy has gone, the guy under us. But at the same time, we need to be moving into the circle. Because if we don't do one and we do the other, if we only look for the guy, we don't move to the circle, we're going to take too much damage. We're not going to be able to fight the other people. And if we just move into the circle and not fight this guy, he's going to come up behind us and kill us. So we see his head in the bush right about now. We hit him, and he perfectly one-pumps us and immediately dies. So it is unfortunate that we got one-pumped. We needed to build in that again. We needed to not give up that high ground. Maybe some more edits. And by the high ground, I just mean like the 10 feet off the ground, not like the whole hill. It was just, I got rather sloppy at the end, just because it was so close to a win, which is unfortunate and something I need to work on. But overall, I think it was a good replay to analyze, especially with the Nox players, which is not something you see too often, and how to deal with them. Also, how to isolate people, especially this first team of 2. Isolating them, knowing what it means when they're breaking stuff under you. That means they're under you, which means you need to be looking down and on an edge. And then additionally, just general isolation tactics and pressure. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.